All right, welcome back to the Benito Santiago 1987 34 game hitting streak. As he marches on, we're on game 7 in this streak so far. And you can see his numbers right there. He's 10 for 26 in the streak. And they're taking on the New York Mets. This is the first game of their series. Still at home. Padres have been at home the entire time during this series. In actuality, the Mets won this game 6-5, and Santiago went 2 for 4 in the game, a double, 2 RBIs, and a walk. So not bad off Ron Darling, the pitcher for the Mets. The lineup for the Mets looks like this: Dykstra in center, Backman at second, Hernandez at first, Strawberry in right, McReynolds in left, Carter catching, Johnson at third, Santana at short, and Ron Darling, the right-hander, on the mound for the Mets. For the Padres, it's going to be Wynn in center, Gwynn in right, Martinez in left, Kruk at first, Santiago the catcher, Brown at third, Templeton at short, Flannery at second, and Eric Shaw on the mound, which he did not fare too well in that first time on the mound in this replay here. See how he does today. And here we go, 2 right-handers. So stepping in the box for the Mets is Lenny Dykstra, and we're underway. 7 is Patient, 68. Just out of the range, so he's going to ground out to short. 1 away, brings up Wally Backman. And a 5 is in play, 38. It is going to be a single. And I am going to be using the auto steal. I'm going to try that out in this game. So a 5, if he was a 4 or less on the 2d6s, he would attempt to steal. But it's a 5, so he's not going to attempt to steal on the single. Brings up Hernandez. 7 is Patient, 60. 60 will be a single. Opposite field liner, runner on first, advances 1 base. So first and second, with 1 out, Darryl Strawberry. 5 is in play, 31. It is a single. Runners on first and second. Sharp liner into center, runner on first advances 1 base, plus runner on second scores. So 3 singles in a row for the Mets. That scores Backman. Hernandez is going to go, he's going to go 1 base. He's a 5 in the running speed, and we got Wynn as a 9 in the arm. So you have to have less than a 5, I think, to get to third. So here's McReynolds, 11. 11 is Wheelhouse. 83 is going to be a single. 65 to 88. McReynolds with a single. Hard grounder. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Runner on second scores. Eric Shaw getting lit up again already. First and third, 1 out. Gary Carter. 11 is Wheelhouse. 83, though. It's going to be a ground ball to short. And they're trying for the double play. They're not going to get it, though, as 11 is too high. Actually, they're going to get the runner at first only. If it's greater than 10, the batter is out at first. So the runner will score, Strawberry. McReynolds to second, 2 away. Howard Johnson's 3 runs in already. 4 is Tough, 67. Is out of range, ground ball to second. But the Mets do some damage there. 3 runs, top of the first, bottom of the first. Here come the Padres. 9 Tough. 08 is going to be a strikeout for Marvell Wynn. Ron Darling starts off on the right foot. There's Tony Gwynn. 7 is tough. 74 is a fly to center. 2-away Carmelo Martinez. 3 is tough. 34 struck him out. 2 Ks for Ron Darling to start off the game. Top of the second, here's Rafael Santana. 12 is defense. Range on the center fielder. That is, center field is Wynn, and he is a C. 93, and that will be an out. Brings up Ron Darling, a number 3 hitting card. 2 is tough, and 17 will be a strikeout. First K for Eric Schau. Lenny Dykstra. 10. 10 is patient. 01 is going to be a walk for Lenny Dykstra. All right, so Dykstra first with 2 away. Here's Wally Backman. He's not going to be stealing on that roll of a 10 there. I think it was a 10. Anyway, it was too high. 7 is patient. 49 is a single. Ball blooped into the right field. Runner on first advances 1 base. There are 2 outs, however. And if this runner is 6 or higher, he goes the extra base. So Dykstra goes to third with 2 away. Here's Keith Hernandez. 8 is tough, 30, and he will strike out. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Eric Schau, and he puts up a 0 in the second. Bottom of 2, 3-0 Mets. Here's John Kruk. And a 7 is tough, 20, and that will be a strikeout. Here he is, Benito Santiago. 9 tough, 92. It's going to be a fly to left. So he doesn't strike out. 2 away, here's Chris Brown. 4 is in play, 70. Ground ball to second. 6 up, 6 down for Darling. Top of the third, Darryl Strawberry. 7 is patient. 80 will be a single. Single on a 6. There was a 7, wasn't it? I think I flipped it. It was a 6 or a 7. Patient. Let's see, his run steal number is too high, so he's not going to steal. Single. There's McReynolds. 2 is tough, 71. Ground ball to second. That'll be a double play. 4-6-3. The Padres turn it. So Gary Carter, 6 is tough, 89. And he grounds out to short. Bottom of 3, 3-0 Mets. Gary Templeton leading off. 10. Patient 04. He's going to walk, but a 10 is going to be too high to steal. He's on first with 1 out. There's Tim Flannery. 6 tough. 05. That'll be a strikeout. Brings up Eric Schau, the light hitting pitcher. Number 1 hitting card. 7 is tough, 93. Struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Darling. There's Marvell Wynn. 7. 7 is tough, 80. And that'll be a fly to ball to center. Ron Darling setting them up, putting them down. Top of the 4th, Howard Johnson. 6. 6 is tough, 58. Just out of the range. So fly ball to right field for Howard Johnson. Rafael Santana. 6 is tough, 50. Just out of the range. Ground ball to third. Ron Darling struck out his first time up. It's going to do here 3. Ballpark 19 is going to be Wheelhouse. 42, though, is going to be out of range. Ground ball to third. Get some wood on it. That's a little routine grounder to third base for Brown to make the play. So bottom of the 4th, here's Tony Gwynn. 10. 10 is Patient, 73. It's going to be out of range. Fly to center. Brings up Carmelo Martinez. 7 is tough, 73. Ground ball to second. John Kruk. 9 is tough, and a 10 struck him out. Second strikeout for Kruk. Strikeout number 6, I believe. Top of the 5th, here's Lenny Dykstra. 3 is Ballpark, 43 is going to be Wheelhouse. 57 will be a single. And he's going to attempt to steal on a 3. He's a B3, which is, let me double check here, B3 is going to be very good chance to steal. He's out on a very good. He is out. Santiago guns him down. So now Wally Backman with 1 out. Eight, tough, 96, and he will fly to left field. 2 away, Keith Hernandez. 4 is tough, 17 is another strikeout for Hernandez. So some good adjustments there by Eric Shaw on Hernandez after he singled in the first. Bottom of the 5th. Here's Benito. See if he can get that first hit for the Padres. They have not gotten a hit yet. 11 is Wheelhouse. Oh, man, 91. Man, anything 77 or less and he gets a hit. 77 or less and he gets a hit. He gets a 91. It's a ground ball to short. 0 for 2 is Benito. Chris Brown, a 3. 3 is tough, 55. Struck him out just at the edge of the strikeout. Strikeout number 7. Gary Templeton, 7 is tough. 05 is another strikeout, number 8 for Darling. Top of the 6th. And Darryl Strawberry. Eric Shaw is actually... So the Padres are going to make a pitching change. We'll take a timeout. All right, so Mark Davis on to pitch for the Padres. Templeton is going to come out. They're doing the double switch here. They're going to put Salazar in at short, and he'll bat second in the next inning in the pitcher spot. And the pitcher spot will be moved up to Templeton's spot. All right, so Darryl Strawberry leading off. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. 7 is tough, 15, and he is going to strike Strawberry out. 1 away, Kevin McReynolds. 6, tough, 31. 31's a double versus a lefty. 30-32 is a double for McReynolds. So McReynolds on second. Here's Gary Carter. 8, patient. 15 is a walk. First and second, one out. Howard Johnson. 6 is tough. 43. And he will strike him out. 1-48. So 2 away. Here's Rafi Santana. 5. In play 57 is out of range, and he'll fly to right field to end the inning. So he works around a double and a walk. Does Davis. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Tim Flannery leading off. 6. Tough 51. Out of range. Ground ball to third for Flannery. Brings up the new shortstop, Luis Salazar. 8. Patient, but an 80. Will be a fly ball to center. Padres getting no hit. Yep, I said it, trying to jinx him. 8 is patient. 52 is a single. Patient off Darling and a 52. 42-56 is a single for Marvell Wynn. And it works. Sorry, Ron Darling and Mets fans. And I didn't check if he was going to steal or not, but he's not. Here's Tony Gwynn. 11 is Wheelhouse. And an 08. 11 Wheelhouse. 08 versus a righty is gone. Tony Gwynn hits the paper ball over the paper wall or cardboard wall for a 2-run homer. And it cuts the lead to 3-2. Just like that. Darling was cruising along. No hitter going. All of a sudden, it's 3-2. There are 2 outs. 6 is tough, 14, and he will strike him out. Carmelo Martinez for out number 3. The Padres get 2. It's 3-2, top of the 7th. I think the Mets will make a pitching change. They will bring in a pinch hitter, timeout. All right, so Mookie Wilson is on to pinch hit for Ron Darling, whose day is done. I think he had 9 strikeouts. So not a bad day, but it is 3-2 now. Top of the 7th. There's Mookie Wilson. 5 is in play. And 79. 79 versus a lefty. He's going to be out of range. Fly ball to center for Mookie. And 1 away. And here's Lenny Dykstra. Lefty-lefty matchup. 6 is tough. 49. 49 is a single. Single for Dykstra on a 6. His steal number is a 5. So he's not going to be taken off at this point. Wally Backman with a 5. 5 is in play. 65 is out of range. Ground ball to second on a 5 is going to be a double play. 4-6-3. Maybe should have tried to steal, but with the auto steal, it didn't come up. So bottom of the 7th, and new pitcher for the Mets will be coming on. Timeout. So Randy Myers on to pitch for the Mets. He'll face John Kruk. It is a lefty-lefty matchup, but he's about their best option. Martinez plays first. He's in left field right now. Steve Garvey's on the, I don't even know if he's on the bench, but he's on the bench, if you know what I mean. But he's about the same versus lefties as John Kruk is. So a 2 is Wheelhouse. 77. It's going to be just out of range, though, so bad luck there. Fly ball to center. And here's Benito. This might be his last shot. He's 0 for 2. And a 4 is Patient. 95 is going to be out of range. It's going to be a fly to left. See if they can get back around Benito. Chris Brown. 9 is patient. 70. All right, ground ball to second. They might get back to him. Top of the 8th inning. Keith Hernandez. Let's take a timeout. Keith Comstock is now on the pitch for the Padres. He is a lefty facing Keith Hernandez. 7 is tough. 95. 95 is a fly ball to right. Gerald Strawberry. 10 is patient. 27 will be a walk. Strawberry's on, and he's not going to steal. 1 out. There's McReynolds. 6. 6 is tough. 43. 43 just out of range. Ground ball to first on a 6. And that's going to be a double play. 3-6-3. Equal to or less. He has a 6 and he has an 8. So it's a double play ball for McReynolds. Bottom of the 8th inning. The Padres will, it's a pitcher spot due up. They're going to go to a pinch hitter timeout. So Shane Mack is going to come on a pinch hit. Facing Randy Myers. And it's a 9 is patient. 30. 30 is a single. Single on a 9 is not going to be a stealing number there. But Shane Mack has reached. And that brings up Flannery. He's going to bunt. He's a B bunter. It's a good sack bunt. So it brings up Luis Salazar. Mack at second now. Here's Luis Salazar facing Myers. 10. Ballpark 90. It's going to be in play. 52. 52, a little high. It's going to be ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. Runner's going to hold on that. So 2 away, Marvell win. And let's take a timeout. So Randy Reddy is going to come on and pinch hit for Marvell Wynn. And then Jefferson is going to come in and play center for the top of the 9th. So a 6. 6 is tough. 56 versus a lefty is out of range. Fly to right for Randy Reddy. And that's the end of the 8th. So we'll go to the top of the 9th. And the pitching change for the Padres. Timeout. Lance McCullers on the pitch for the Padres here in the 9th. Gary Carter. 5 is patient. 81. McCullers is a right-hander, so ground ball to short. 1 away, Howard Johnson. 10. Ballpark. 14. It's going to be Wheelhouse. 84. It is a single. 69 to 89. And that is a single for Hojo. There's Santana. Got 1 away. 2 is patient. 28. 28 is a single. Single into the gap. Runner at first advances 1 base. First and second, it's going to bring up the pitcher spot. He will not hit. Timeout. Dave Magadan on the pinch hit. He's actually better versus lefties, hitting 438 versus lefties, 278 versus righties. But still pretty good versus right-handers. 9 is patient. 20. 20 is going to be a walk. So McCullers walks the bases loaded with one away. Top of the order, Lenny Dykstra. Decision time maybe for the Padres. Do they want to go to the bullpen? I think they're going to stick with McCullers. Bases loaded, 1 out. 7 is tough, 64. Versus a righty is ground ball to short on a 7. It's not going to be a double play. So they can't turn it. That scores a run. They get Magadan at second. Fielder's choice for Dykstra is first and third, and a run scores. As they were trying for that double play. Got the routine grounder, but could not turn it. 2 is patient for Wally Backman and a 54. And that's going to be a single, 34 to 54. Runner on second scores, or isn't a runner on second. Runner advances 1 base, but Dykstra is a 9 running. So he'll go to third, and that scores another run. First and third, 2 outs. Keith Hernandez. 6 is tough, 0-6, and Hernandez is going to strike out for the 3rd time today. Not having a very good day. He has singled. And 2 runs, 2 big runs for the Mets off McCullers. Probably about their best option. It could have gone to Gossage, but they stuck with McCullers, and it kind of cost them a little bit. 2 runs. Let's see, Benito is going to need somebody to get on here. It's Gwynn, Martinez, and Kruk. And they're going to go to the bullpen. The Mets are timeout. Jesse Orosco coming on for the Mets. Trying to finish this thing up here. Here's Tony Gwynn. 10 is patient, 39, lefty. And that'll be a walk. Gwynn does reach. Brings up Carmelo Martinez. 4 is tough. That's a bad combo there. 0-6. Struck him out. As long as Kruk doesn't hit into a double play, Benito's going to get another shot here. 12 is wheelhouse. 93, though. Flies to right for Kruk. Here it is, though. Benito, thanks to Tony Gwynn's walk, is going to get another shot. Can he do it versus the big left-hander Jesse Orosco? 3 is ballpark. 91 is going to be in play. In play versus a lefty. He needs anything from 1 to 44. 1 to 44, and he will get a hit. That's a 62. Man, versus a right-hander. No. Versus, I was looking at tough. Versus a lefty. Needed that 1 to 44. He got the 62. Had a real good chance. He flies to right. And that ends the ball game. That still wouldn't have worked, but so he goes 0 for 4. Still goes 6 games with a hit. Padres lose 5-2. And the replay is over because Santiago goes 0 for 4. Ends up going 10 for 30. So 300. 10 for 30. No strikeouts or walks in this game. So those are all final totals there. RBI is the same. Didn't hit a home run. 10 for 30. Final tally for Benito Santiago. It was fun while it lasted. It went farther than I thought it would. He does have a very good card. I mean, he hit 341 versus lefties. So he did have a very good opportunity there. And he hit 280 versus righties. It was like at 306 or 300 for the year, right at 300, I think. So anyway, that's going to do it for the Benito Santiago hit streak. We will come up with something else and march on here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. So until the next time you see me doing something different, you guys take care and have a great day, and God bless.